Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Say Hi to God Today. This is episode 23 and I'm continuing the October series 28 Things About Me. Last week we covered 12 things about me, and this week we will be going into the remaining 16. Guys, to come up with these things are not easy. I'm telling you, like, it's actually quite difficult to, spell out who you are. But of course, rightfully, the first thing I did was to ask myself, what does the Bible say I am? Who does the Bible say I am? So I had brought out a few things, and of course I got some feedback from family and friends, which I had shared from last week and I'll continue sharing from this week. But the first thing that came to me is that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And this in essence just means that my perfection does not come from my work. It doesn't come from what I'm doing, because if it's by what I'm doing, Jesus, all of us will be in trouble, because the Bible tells me that I am made righteous through Christ. So I know that even though we are all sinful and we are all struggling and all of that, somehow Christ has already made us perfect through his works and all of that. People say that I can do anything that I put my mind to. Through Christ who gives me strength. And this is very interesting and I like the way I gathered this, because it was kind of like from different places and then just trying to put them together. Of course, some people will say similar things about you. So, of course, through Christ who strengthens me was one of the key things that I remember pointing out. I like this one. I am a priest and a king to my God Yahweh. As in, I am made to reign on this earth. God reigns in heaven. The Spirit of God dwells within me and allows me to, do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Guys, I told you I don't know how to do all this 1, 2, 3. I'm on number 3 now anyways. Imelda is a true manager at the core, and this is not just about work. Well, I think I got similar feedback as well last week about managing finances, managing the home, and of course managing work. Jerry, it was that. So yes, managing work. So thank you for that. I actually, number 5, oh my God, I actually do hate being by myself. That's actually honestly very true. I'm okay with me time, but at the same time, I don't like me time to extend too long. Me time should not be, please. I like company. I'm a people person. I want to be around people, around the right people. I just don't want to be around just anybody. I want to be around the right people, spend the right amount of time. I'm also that person that would be like, no, I don't want to be in this person's space, so let me keep my distance. Let me, so that kind of thing. I'm that kind of person that I love you, but I'll not be reaching out to you. Don't be offended. I love you in my mind, like truly from the bottom of my heart. I actually really do love you, and I know I need to show it a bit more. And Imelda is graceful. This is, guys, I don't know how to count though. I think I lost the number, but I'll be reading them, and at the end of it will all come to 28. But I think I'm on number 5. I think I'm confused because I'm reading from 2 places. Imelda is not selfish. This is nice. That's nice. That's actually interesting to hear. I thought I liked to be selfish. Well, but yeah, they say I'm not selfish, so I'll take it as people have offered it. Imelda is not selfish. She has a kind spirit and looks out for other people inside and outside her circle. So I think for me it's more, I like to be fair to people. It doesn't matter who you are, whether I know you or I don't know you. I think my first principle is just being fair and making sure that whatever I'm doing is fair to the people. Oh, this next one. Imelda hates geckos. I hate geckos. Oh my God. I absolutely hate geckos. Now I'm able to kill them. I killed one very fat one in my house yesterday. No, 2 days ago. It was so large, and I was fighting with this thing so early in the morning that I actually woke Kaine up from sleep, where I was hitting the thing with broom. But yeah, I absolutely hate wall geckos. They shouldn't come to my house. My house is not a breeding ground for them. They're not welcome in my home. Like, it's that bad. Before I've gotten, it's been so bad that I would cry. In fact, I've cried on different occasions because there was an episode where Gecko was involved. And I'm not talking when I was little, I'm talking as a grown adult. Okay. I am very security conscious. Yes, I think this one came from my upbringing. Oh my god, like, you guys don't understand. My parents are so security conscious about everything, about every single thing. So yes, just being aware of course I know that my security doesn't come from me being careful. That's just the honest truth. Like, as much as I like to say, oh, you know, you have to be security conscious, you have to be careful, lock your doors, do like this, don't go here, don't do that, don't blah 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 blah, at the same time, somehow I just have one kind of faith like that, especially in this Lagos, because this Lagos is not for the weak, it's not for the faint-hearted. So I just have that trust, knowing that no matter where I am, God just, you know, is able to take care of me. I am fresh air. I'm a happy child. I can occupy a room. Hey, Oshe, those that can occupy a room. Anyway, so I think generally I try to be a happy person. I try to stay on the positive side and not think about most of the negative things that are happening in life, because a lot of negative things will always happen. But if you keep dwelling on those things, then of course that will not be very favorable. I hear that I'm a very emotional person. I'm a very sincere person that people can be vulnerable with and, you know, just let go. Some interesting stoves here. So yes, one of the other things is that, like Esther in the Bible, I find courage and make calculated moves as directed by the Holy Spirit. I don't go by myself. You know, it sounds very funny and it sounds like a very ordinary thing, but I try as much as possible not to just do, even when I'm not, you know, they say you hear from the Holy Spirit, even when you know that you haven't heard from the Holy Spirit. But when I pray about something, I know in that moment that no matter what comes of that thing, it is because God allowed it to happen. So that kind of also gives some level of comfort and, you know, just you know, makes your life easier. So about work, I'm telling you, I think I'm in the best profession ever for myself. There's no other place I'd rather be. I'm so happy being a HR professional. I'm so happy, you know, just being able to hold on. Okay, I wanted to make sure that this video doesn't cut again, because usually that keeps happening. So yes, I give good advice from a place of wisdom. I am the oldest, youngest person that you know. So yes, you know, come to me with all your troubles and I'm gonna give you some good advice and stuff like that. Maybe I should learn to be a counselor or something professionally. I don't know. That's a side gist. But I hear that people make money from it. Please, me, I'm looking for money. If you have sales that can give me plenty money, plenty, call a sister up, you know. We like to do business. Yeah, so I have no idea what number I'm on. You guys have to forgive me at this point, but the idea of this video is to also get to know me. I know that I come here and tell you all these things about say hi to God and tell you parts of the Bible and how to live life in a godly way as a growing Christian that I am as well. But at the same time, I felt like it was also important that you know where this is coming from. So yes, my rabbit is bouncing around, just bouncing. Oh yeah, my rabbit's name is Bouncy. Kanye named her, so of course Bouncy. So yes, motherhood is one of the things that greatly improved my life. I think that I've generally always been a very carefree person, but at the same time, motherhood kind of just helped me streamline and be more motivated to do more for myself. Because in doing for myself, I have to do for my, you know, my kid and of course my family that is coming. It just sort of gives you a sense of direction as to what you need to do and all of that. Guys, I think that is definitely more than 16, because I've read from both places. Oh yeah, no, the last one I think is the last one. Is that I am so attached to my child. It sounds like a very ordinary thing for a mother to say, but I swear my case is so bad that when Kaine has to travel or when I have to travel or stuff like that, I actually think I get separation anxiety. So like maybe days before he travels or something like that, you see me, my mood will start changing. I'll just be upset about everything. I'll be short tempered. I'll just be so it took me a long while to understand what was actually really going on until recently that I actually realized, oh, this is because of the thought of, and I think it takes me back to that being alone. Oh, I don't like to be alone. I don't think I like to be alone. So I think God was very kind to me to to give me a son who is my friend. Kenny is my friend. He's not just my son. He's actually my friend. He's my buddy. He's like a good guy. So when we don't have a helper,